And it was kind of a novelty at first. Like, you know, people in Oklahoma, we were talking around laughing about it as a novelty. And I think in some respects, it still kind of is a novelty because we haven't experienced anything major. That's the attitude that we're trying to change, because this is our new reality. And they do kill people, they do damage property, and we need to be aware of them just as much as we are aware of thunderstorms and tornadoes and ice. Because we already noticed that some buildings, you know, doors don't shut anymore, or you know, we have beams that sag, and so we know. I mean, I'm not a building engineer, construction engineer, safety engineer, or whatever, but you can just tell that these buildings are being affected, and it's just only a matter of time. Now, we have buildings on campus and we have buildings out in town, and I don't know if you all noticed, but they're old. We're slowly trying to restore some of these. Obviously, it takes a lot of money, and you know, the protection of these buildings and the spaces that weren't really designed to withstand earthquakes, because I don't even think they thought about it when they built them, is something, you know, our emergency services coordinators and our property manager have to deal with, as well as our historic preservation officer, because these buildings are on the National Register of Historic Places. We get them pretty much every day now. Every day we have earthquakes, which has, you know, kind of changed our dynamic here, especially when it comes to emergency management, because we've had to plan for a risk that we never had to plan for before.
What we've done, in fact, since basically the earthquakes have started, we have started implementing, like you said, preparedness programs. And we actually went ahead and started teaching our elders and the public on preparedness for earthquakes, what to do in case of an earthquake. Same thing along with tornadoes. But we've also been trying to get through to them about having a disaster plan, and also having a preparedness kit available. In case something does happen where there's a lot of damage throughout the area, we want to make sure that our public can take care of themselves until we can get resources coming in.
That's my worry, the insidious nature of the events here, because we're talking about pretty significant earthquakes. I mean, a 3.6 earthquake is a pretty significant earthquake. I mean, I was born in California and raised in San Diego, so I know what earthquakes are. You know, and the earthquakes there, you know, it was a wave. It was rolling and rolling and rolling, and that's what causes the damage. And here, it's just it's a boom, it's a jerk, and then it's over with. But we have this cumulative effect now. And, you know, I think the reason you're not seeing a lot of insurance claims or any of that is because most people are like the Pawnee Nation. Earthquake happens, we inspect our buildings, see a new crack, but, you know, is it really structurally sound? We don't know. I mean, so we have to wait till we can get the money to get an engineer to do the assessment, and, you know, by that time, the next big one, next earthquake might come and knock the facade off a building. We just don't know when it's going to happen, and that's the worry. That's at least that's my worry.